How to put a toilet in. I bought this at Menards. They come as a kit now that includes the seat, wax ring, handles, caps, T-bolts. So the whole box is one toilet. I got the reliable flush, powerful rinse system. Okay, so we're gonna open this up. This is the tank. That's the toilet. It comes with the hardware. Okay. This really is a complete kit. They give you a tool that will tighten the bolts. And this is genius to me. These are extra long because these stick up so high sometimes. A lot of times you have to have a power saw to cut these off. But it looks like that's built up higher, so you don't have to cut these off. Maybe, we'll see. I've already done what it says. You turn off your water supply. Turn that off. I already disconnected the toilet. I removed the toilet, but what I came across was this is all rusted. So I did have to go buy a new one. I'm going to have to install this. I'm going to have to remove this and put this new one in. But you pretty much, the toilet is hooked on by these bolts. If you just remove those, you can remove the whole toilet. And then it says you have to clean the flange because the old wax ring leaves a lot of gooey. That's what it looks like. You do have to put something in here temporary because of the sewer gases. Don't forget to remove this before you put the toilet on. Okay, so what I have here is I'm removing screws. This one is just completely, there's nothing there. It's just completely rusted. So rusted. In here, that's why I took the toilet off, but the toilet was pretty old and gross looking. I'm gonna clean this up and vacuum. So you want to make sure that you remove all the old wax ring first. Make sure this is all clean and pretty, even though this is a very gross job. I gotta pop this off. I'm gonna take a hammer here. Hammer and chisel. So it won't come. It's so rusted the top of it. Okay. Pop that out. So my slight little problem is this isn't going over that lip. It's a little too big, so I think I'm gonna cut it with the Sawzall right here so I can get it around. You might be able to buy ones that are adjustable so that you can get it around. Okay, now that I have my slit through it, I should be able to get it on here. Okay, I was able to stretch that on. I want to screw these so that these go in, but they pull up on that. That's what keeps it in. That these are able to be straight across. You don't want these big holes. So you want it like that, where these can sit. I got it where I'm at, and I don't want to be in the old holes. So I'm going to screw these in. Once that's all set, now we got to put the toilet in. These go through here, slide down, come with, set it down till it's nice and tight like this. Then you take your wax ring. Now you want to think about it, it's going to go in there like that. So you want to tip it upside down and set it nice and evenly. It's very sticky, this wax ring. Press down on it a bit, and then we're going to flip over the toilet. Make sure you remove this. Okay, now we're going to flip the toilet over. Putting this over our hole, lining up our bolts on each side. With the wax ring. Okay, once you have the toilet on there, you're going to place pressure on it. I can just stand on it. Kind of wiggle it around, stand on it, so that it doesn't, till it doesn't want to go anywhere. That wax ring is pushing down, making a real tight water seal. Once you have your toilet pushed down, you can't move it. That's the end of it. If you do take it out, you're going to have to redo the whole wax ring, because that just made a watertight seal. Now, you hand tighten, and put this tip, put the tip down. You're going to hand tighten these, because if you crank on these, it could crack the porcelain or ceramic. I'm just going to clog that right now, because I can smell the sewer gases coming out of there. So you hand tighten these, and don't over tighten them. But you want it tight. Because that part slips through the hole. Slips through the hole. This is still what I love about these. They're nice and tall, so you don't have to cut anything. That's so nice. Okay, our next step is you have this rubbery ring. It's got grooves in it that are in the shape of this, so you just line this up. Once you kind of have it lined up, fits into place. We're going to put that right on top of here with the two screws. Once it's on top, you kind of just push down, actually.
Mom.
Okay, so what you have is your toilet bowl is resting on that. That keeps it from having friction between them. They gave you a tool. When tightening these, do a little bit of this side, then a little bit of that side, and then in the end, you want to make sure the gap, you don't want to be super tight. Like, you don't want to hear it rubbing on this china, but you should have the same gap. Okay. This is a slow close toilet seat, and we're going to install it. First, you pop open the tabs. Okay, before we install this, we have to attach the gaskets to the bottom side of the seat cover. line them over the holes on the toilet. Okay, once the seat is lined up, we're lining the seat up correctly with the front of the toilet. It says you have a couple different washers. One is either you can do a center or you can offset it one way or the other. I think we're just going to use the center ones. That works well. And these are actually really neat. They call these zip nuts. This is called a zip nut. It can lock in place because a lot of these toilet seats, they end up coming wiggling free and you always got to tighten these, which is a pain. But these pop open. Yes. Anyway, put these in their place. Put the washer on. These zip nuts are made to just push right up all the way you can go while you tighten this. And we can try it. This toilet seat doesn't slam shut, it slowly closes. So you won't hear that noise anymore. Then to complete the installation, okay, now you buy a connector piece. This gets screwed. Screw that into the toilet. Nice and tight, and this gets connected down here to this. We'll tighten that. Okay, now we're going to turn the water on. Watch it fill up. And when it fills up, we're going to adjust our levels. So we're going to wait for this to fill up. So this is the water adjustment level knob, and then that's your overflow. It stopped right before that